Curry and the Warriors hosting Jalen Green and the Rockets Game 3. No Jimmy Butler for the Warriors. He's out with a deep glute muscle contusion.
He got a booty bruise?
Thank you. We call that a booty bruise. Rockets up 13-19. Fred VanVleet, the steal off of Curry. Amen Thompson, the lob, Green dunk. Rockets led 22-18 after one. Now in the second, Rockets up 44-37. It's Thompson again to make it a 9-point lead for Houston. Minute to play, Warriors down 7. Curry now with the steal off of VanVleet. He's like, whatever you can do, I can do better. Then the little pass, but he Hield does that. Warriors down, but only 3 at the break in the third. Warriors down 4. Curry going to cut that to 1 because he can do things like that. That's 1. 5 minutes left in the third. Warriors down 3. He'd go about this in the more, I guess, traditional way, like the old school 3. Floater and 1. Warriors down 1. For the free throw there. Next Warriors possession.
Steph, stop that.
Doing another 3. Warriors now take the lead. They're up 2. Minute later, Green. What can you do? Not the best game for Green. Just 9 points, but the Rockets took a 1-point lead after that. 2 minutes left in the third. Rockets still up 1. Thompson, turnaround jumper. Rockets led 71-69 after 3. In the fourth, more Curry, more threes. 8 career 30-point games against the Rockets in the playoffs. That is the most against a single opponent in his career. That tied it at 77. Halfway through the fourth, Rockets down, but it's only 83-81. Dillon Brooks, he's in the 3 game now. Rockets up 1. 5 minutes left in this game. Warriors up 1. Gary Payton getting fancy. Ooh. Oh, yeah, getting real fancy. Warriors up 3. Then Curry, the dish out to Payton for a corner 3. Gotten all the moves. 2 of 3 from 3. 16 points for Payton off the bench. Warriors, their lead is now 4. Then Payton. At this point, they're making it look easy. And Dad loved to see it. 3 minutes to play. Warriors up 6. Curry with Green on him does not matter. He made 5 of those. Curry with 36 points. Then less than 2 minutes to play. It's now 99-91. What can the Rockets do? Alperen Şengün working down low. Şengün misses the shot, gets it back. But it is forced out of bounds by the mouthy one, Draymond Green. It's also a turnover for Houston. So naturally, Green is fired up. 30 seconds to play. Now a 6-point game from VanVleet. Pass knocked away by Green. Green keeps it in. Finds Gary Payton. Other end does that. Clutch. Defense to offense. After the game goes final, there was then some pushing and shoving between these players. I should tell you at this point that the Warriors did win 104-93. Draymond Green, Jalen Green. They're the Greens. It's just in the name. What do you want them to do? Warriors win Game 3.
This series, no game is going to be pretty. You just kind of have to grind it out, stick with the runs. We had 22 points like halfway through the first half, and you're looking up like, how are we going to score? You just stick with it, make the right play, and then shots started to fall. We made a really good defensive stand. Draymond was unbelievable. Everybody who came in and stepped up and replaced the Jimmy, and hopefully he's back soon.
He's Steph Curry. He's one of the greatest players of all time. He's 37. He's one of the most well-conditioned athletes I've ever seen in my life. To play 41 minutes against that kind of defense, to hit big shots, to only turn it over twice against that kind of pressure, he was brilliant.
Steph Curry now has 37 career playoff games with 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, which ties him with Kobe Bryant for the third most 35 in 5 games in NBA playoff history. The only 2 with more, LeBron and Michael Jordan.
All right, we got Big Perk back here with us. Look, the Rockets had a tremendous season to get the number 2 seed. They earned it. They deserved it. But dudes are young on that squad, and they're facing a team led by Steph Curry that is full of playoff experience. How can Houston overcome that disadvantage they have in playoff experience?
Well, Yves, they're going to have to make shots, right? And I think Steve Kerr did an excellent job of figuring it out to make the game easier for Steph Curry, taking them off the ball, running them off a pin down. So now they got to figure that out. I thought Steph tonight was dominant and the best player on the floor. Hell, he's the best player in the series. And it wasn't just the 30-plus points. It was the assists. It was getting in there in the trenches and grabbing rebounds. So when I'm looking at the Rockets, their Achilles heel all season long has been that they can't make open threes. And I thought Draymond Green tonight, by the way, was huge. He has been struggling, only averaging 6 points for the series. Şengün had been cooking him and everybody else, and all of a sudden, when they needed him the most, he put the clamps on Şengün late in the game to help secure and help the Warriors get Game 3.
Game 4, LA was leading the series 2-1 coming in. They literally could have been up 3-0 if not for a play here or there. Kawhi, Joker, they would be involved. Right before the end of the first half, Christian Brown fouls James Harden. Well, Harden didn't like it, thought it was too aggressive. And multiple players come in, Jokic was there, and then Aaron Gordon comes in hard, and it appeared as if maybe James had thrown a punch. So they have to go and review to see what's going on. We'll show it to you one more time. There's the hard foul that Harden did not appreciate. And then it's always the other people get involved. I mean, Joker came in pretty good. Here comes Aaron Gordon, and there's the swipe in question. So they go to review.
It's a swipe. It's
Yeah,
still swiping.
no closed fist, right? So you end up getting 6 players with technical fouls, but no one was ejected. Nuggets were up 2 after the first half, but after they bum rushed the Clippers in the third quarter, Joker does that to put them up 22 in the fourth, their largest lead of the game. But the Clippers were like, we are down, but we are far from over. Harden and 1. It's a 7-0 run. They're down 15 after the made free throw. Harden here to kick out to Norman Powell. 16-4 run. The lead is 10 for Denver. And then Kawhi with the rip and the dunk. Steve Ballmer's like, yo, the run is 18-4. We're only down 8. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. The run continues. Powell, another 3. 27-9. They're
I'm
down
worried
4.
about him now.
He lives his whole life like that.
I know.
That's his normal blood pressure. And then Powell. One more time, he had 22 points. The run was 30-9. The Clippers were down just 1. Less than a minute to have to go. Kawhi misses, but Bogdan Bogdanović comes out of nowhere, rips it away from Joker. 32-9 run gave the Clippers a 1-point lead. We're tied at 97, less than 30 to go. Joker, how filthy. 36 points, 21 boards, 8 assists. So the Nuggets are up 2. 13.5 for the Clippers. How they respond? Harden, no. Zubac, yes. We're tied at 99. So the Nuggets with the chance. Joker, desperation heave. Aaron Gordon out of nowhere. Invoking the spirit of Lorenzo Charles. Did he tip-dunk that in to win the game at the buzzer? It appears as if he did. Of course, they would review it. Did it get in and out of his hands on time? That's a good bucket. First tip dunk to win a game at the buzzer in NBA playoff history. Series tied 2-2.
Oh, man. Yeah, we want to get the ball, to Joker, the last shot, you know. He went to the trusty soundboard shuffle. I'm just trying to clean up everything on the glass, trying to get a tip back, just do whatever my team needs for me to win.
You're almost shaking a little. I mean, what's going through your head right now?
That's a crazy game, man. That was a crazy game. I don't know. That was tough.
You could say it's a lucky play, but that's a big athletic man, and he met the ball early. I couldn't tell if it was good or not, and, you know, it's one of those things where that's going to be on NBA TV someday, but I'm glad we won the game. I'm glad it'll be on Nugget Day and not Clipper Day. So, hell of a win, 2-2 going home.
Things we've been talking about for 5 years, offensive rebounds, you know, and you get beat on the offensive rebound. But, you know, Joker shot an air ball, wasn't really expecting that. You know, Brown cut to the middle of the floor, and, you know, James and Norm was kind of in between trying to, you know, check with him, and Gordon made a hell of a play, you know. So, you know, it is what it is.
Is what it is. Yeah, it was quite a bit. Nuggets fans, some deja vu, right? Let's go back to last year. Game 2, Western Conference, first round, Nuggets, Lakers. They were tied at 99, and then Jamal Murray would do that over AD to win it. Nuggets' first game-winning buzzer beater in playoff history. And then how about Joker? Misses it. Unintentional lob to Aaron Gordon. Yeah, that one, signature moment for the Nuggets so far this postseason for sure.
More NBA now. A chance for at least one of these teams to close this out. Game 4 between the Thunder and the Grizzlies. Thunder up 3-0. No Ja Morant. That man is out with a hip injury, which he obviously got in Game 3. The problem for the Grizzlies is actually more Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Unstoppable, particularly in the first quarter. Did you see that mismatch with Zach Edey? Zach Edey's 7'4". Didn't matter. SGA scored or assisted on 23 of the 34 first quarter points. He was perfect himself, 16 points. Most makes without a miss in a quarter in his playoff career. Now in the second, SGA, Jalen Williams, they worked together. OKC up 41-39. Williams doing his own work. 13 points in the first half. Thunder up 1 at the break. Now in the third, the lead is only 3 for OKC. A little hesitation for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over a couple of defenders. Nice little move. That made it a 6-point lead, 67-61. Then SGA now splitting defenders again, plus the foul goal that time. So SGA and Williams, they went on to combine for 61 points. Thunder up 3 after 3. In the fourth, we'll step back over Jared Jackson Jr. The Thunder now up 12 with 3:35 to play. But this got close again. Santi Aldama will corner 3. Grizzlies down just 2. Next possession, there's an answer from Williams. Williams, 23 points, 5 assists. That put the Thunder up 4. So what are the Grizzlies going to say? They're going to say this with Scottie Pippen Jr. to the rim for 2. He and his dad, by the way, the 4th father-son duo in NBA history to each have a 30-point playoff game. Grizzlies down 2, but SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 38 points, 6 assists. That's enough. The Thunder win 117-115. That is the game and the series.
Every night I step on the floor to be the best version of myself, and I hadn't been in the past. Tonight I was pretty close to it. And I think because I kept the same mindset, it allowed me to just play free and didn't have to like waver or click in or click out of a mind frame. I was just stuck in that same aggression throughout the series.
This last game finishing like that, I feel like it shows how close we are. You know, this little split-second decision that we could have won that game, especially last night as well. So definitely hurts to lose like that. But I think it just builds confidence for us to go into this summer. Everyone has to work on our game and just, come back next year even hungrier.
For the Thunder, they have to love the way this is going with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 38 points, the 4th most in a series-clinching game in Thunder history. Trails 3 by Kevin Durant. Now in total, SGA scored or assisted on 53 points in this game for a win. His 2nd straight game with 50 or more. Kendrick Perkins is here now. Look, it was a wild game. It was a wild ending. It's been a wild series. You had those last-second heroics from Aaron Gordon. Fine, but Jokic has been the hero the whole way. He had 36 in this one. If the Clippers are actually going to stop the Nuggets, they're going to have to slow him down. The question is how.
I mean, it's hard once he get into that zone. And listen, Nicole, Zubac has played Jokic the best out of anybody in the entire NBA. Jokic just had it on his mind, right? The combination of a player coach tonight since Bill Russell. And I thought he dominated in all fashions, from the points, the assists, being a beast on the boards, especially the offensive glass. He had 5 of them tonight. And we saw him at times making substitutions. When he's in that type of zone, it's hard for anybody to stop him. I will say this, though. The Clippers did put themselves in position to win the game. But when you don't compete at the highest level in the second, third quarter like they should have, then all of a sudden you're playing catch up and Jokic already got his momentum going and all of a sudden he's not missing shots. It's hard to beat the Nuggets. This series is going 7 games. I still have the Clippers winning, but it's definitely going to be one for the ages.
Can I tell you a secret, Perk? Every time you say get in the zone, I hear the AutoZone commercials. My head is not right, so stand by.
No, you good.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here,